Hey everyone, I did a garden tour earlier in the year. Said I would do one again when everything was green and looking a lot better. And we're just probably at the end of the season now and I hadn't done it, so I thought it was probably time I should get it in. So here we go, a garden tour. So if we start from this part of the garden here, this was my big lockdown build, which is the shed of sheds. And it's called the shed of sheds because it's a shed made of sheds. So I made this mid-century door with the 3 windows because I absolutely love those, and as you can see the outside is made of scaffold boards. This has been a veg and salad patch for the year, still a few bits left going, but we've had plenty of bounty from that this year. It's in a nice sunny spot. If I show you inside the shed, so we have a hanging rail and hooks along there. Keeps things nice and tidy, which I absolutely love. Paints and things, and I've got a desk along here, which is great. I've been able to work from here, and on some days as a change of scene, get out of the office into the garden. I've got Wi-Fi repeater, so that keeps that going. And more shelves and storage over here. On the door, we've got this fantastic stop sign that my friend Nefarious painted for me years ago. So let's close that up and we come back out onto the patio. On the patio we've got a mix of real and fake plants for reasons of shade. Some things don't grow that well in the places they are, and also so we can keep some tropical vibes going all through the bleak Scottish winter. So this is a fake here. Most of those are real. In fact, they're all real in that corner. We've got a couple of fake plants on the table, and that old work desk over there was in the garage when we took on the house, and that's got lots of fake plants on because it's not in a particularly sunny spot. We can see through into the den there as we come past, and of course the cabinets in the kitchen. This table I made, it's got some vintage chairs, and on the other side this retaining wall to hold back the garden I also made into a bench, so it gives us loads of seating space along there. If I just turn on the lights, patio lights above on the string, and there's also a rope light under here which lights up the deck as well. We come around the extension, we've got a lovely patch of New Zealand flaxes of all different sides in amongst these rocks here, and we come up the path. This is the kind of formal lawn, I guess you would call it. When the house was new, this is where the garden originally stopped along here, and then the people who owned the land behind gave the homeowners the opportunity to extend their gardens not long after the houses were built. So that's how we ended up with such a massive garden, which is awesome. If we just look back to the house, you can see we've put this mid-century clock on the outside of the extension now, which really gives it something extra on the gable there. So really happy with that. And if you look over in that border over there, you can see we've used the old greenhouse to make it into a fence and give a bit of interest. That's come out quite well. As we come up the long path through the garden, past this bamboo, and here is the smoke shack, the outdoor kitchen. So I absolutely love being out here cooking. We've got a pizza oven over here, a smoker in that corner, and the grill over here, so plenty of options depending on what you're cooking. I made this satisfaction guaranteed sign and the woodland cookout one down there using one-shot paint. It's not quite up to Russ Hasty standards, but hey ho. Looking back out this way, you can see the fire pit over there. So there's plenty of seating around there. That's proved to be an awesome place for social distance drinks, especially as you can keep warm around the fire of an evening. As we head back up the path, we've got an old barbecue here, which my friend Simon also pinstriped. It doesn't work anymore, but it makes a nice piece of yard art. There's a bench to sit here, and on this side you can see my son's play area, and also this climbing obstacle that I made for him at the start of lockdown. We had a bit of an assault course going on, and that's what's left of it. But he likes this bit because it looks like they building you do in Fortnite. All the lights on the path here have got little American license plate caps to help keep the rain off, although obviously they're all watertight. Carry on up the path. Another light in the corner as we're headed off to the beach. In amongst the plants here we've got these big LED floodlights with lighting gels on, so they light up the trees different colours at night. Looks pretty cool. There's my old volcano that had a smoke machine in at one point at one of our barbecue parties, but really must breathe some life back into that and get it sorted out properly. At this point we can either go up that way, or we can board the Tiki and check out the bar. Now I'm not going to go into much detail on this because I have got a separate video up all about the bar as we open the door, but here's a quick look. So rum supplies and mugs are plenty. Many a good time has been had up here, and hope to get parties going again soon when we can, when it's safe to do so. And Trader Talk Tiki's at the front around the barrel seating area. So let's continue on up this way. So here we've got a couple of paths that go up through the woods, and we've got a bridge that takes you over down to the other side, but we're going to head on up. So here's a sign we got when we were on holiday in Denmark from Zootopia, which is why it's a Danish "Do not feed the dinosaur" sign. Up to the top part of the garden here, and over to the right is where my wife has requested her den to be built, so that's probably going to happen next year. Be a yoga retreat, reading nook type place over that side. And over in this corner is my son's den, which was the first thing I built in lockdown, and used my old garden shed, which is why I had to build a new one, the shed of sheds. So camo netting, as this is his secret base, although it is orange. He didn't want me to repaint it, but there you go. So he's got a small table and chairs here to hang out with his mates, and a view that goes all the way down the garden from here and into his den. So in here he has a desk, and I probably shouldn't show you the secret, but here is the secret. A secret panel in the wall which you open up, and revealed is the arsenal of Nerf weapons. Oh, and a Diamondcraft sword. A Minecraft diamond sword, rather. He's got his desk here, and we're up the top of the garden, so I'm going to end the tour there. Thanks very much.